Hi, Scott Orland with Cinema-Magazin. It's not often that I get to sit next to an Academy Award-winning actor, Forrest Whitaker. Congratulations, even though it's been several years, it's still, that will always be there with you.
Yeah.
But now you're in Lee Daniels' new movie called The Butler, and while it's not a 100% true story of
Right.
a story,
It's inspired by a true
it's
story.
inspired by a true
Yeah.
story. So how much did you get to know about the real guy? I mean,
I studied him. I mean, I studied Eugene Allen for quite some time. I looked at all of his photographs and stuff they had. There was a lot of tapes. I listened to his tapes because I wanted to be from the actual place in the film, but I also wanted to have his rhythms. So I tried to like marry the two. So I studied him quite a bit, even like taking on and off his clothes. That last scene where you see me putting on my coat, there's a bunch of photographs of that moment, and I was studying the way he did it and like was able to incorporate it into myself.
now what's really fascinating when you see this movie and you not realize it, it's the first time I've ever heard anybody do this. You had a butler trainer. You had somebody actually teach you how to be a butler.
Yeah.
What was the biggest misconception? What are like the little things that people don't know that it really takes to be a good butler?
It's actually very strenuous, you know. I don't know if people realize how it's very physically taxing, you know. And then I think that there's like really, in a way, there's like a philosophy of life to be a true like butler, you know. And the way you think, the way you look at people, how you serve, what you're trying to offer, what you need to get back, you know, your duty as opposed to your job, you know. And I learned a lot of things about that. To bring a smile, as he says in the movie, to the principal's eyes, it's a very big thing. I mean, I know that he was always talking about you want to wow someone, you know. God, it's a great story I never told. I just realized I didn't tell it.
But speaking of learning things, I mean, how much as we've all, like in school, we've learned things about the civil rights movement, but this movie puts it there for us in such a way where we're really seeing what it must have actually been like for these people. Mm-hmm. Did you learn anything along the way while making this film?
I certainly did. I mean, I really studied the different movements and the different things that happened historically throughout the country, and I think what was interesting is like I was able to sort of internalize some of those experiences, which makes it more full. I knew about the sit-ins, I knew about the hosings, I knew about the marches, but I think studying it at the same time while trying to access it emotionally and relating it to my own self or to my son gave me a different understanding of the period. Much more powerful. I understood the heroism because I understood the fear in a different way. You know, the beautiful scene that they juxtapose between the people that training and to go and to sit at the counter, and you watch the fear that they overcome. Most of the photographs, all you see is the blank face. You don't really get to live in what the fear was and what the courage that it took, how heroic they really were.
And just the last question for you. You're probably the only actor that I can answer this question. What's it like to make out with Oprah Winfrey? I don't know if I can remember another movie where she really had a big make-out scene.
Well,
you got to do it.
We kissed it. I mean, you know, we were so connected in the movie, and I think it was really important for both of us that we had the right intimacy. And I think that's what was most crucial. Because, like, to me, one of the most important scenes is actually, there's two. One is actually after we've made love, and we're like talking back and forth, and we're sort of telling each other, I'm telling her the first time about my job, and I let her into that part of my life. And another time where, you know, when the Kennedy dies, and I come back home and I got his tie, I need so badly just for her comfort and her love. I just need to be held in her arms so badly. And she's mad at me, she leaves. But she comes back because even as mad as she is, she knows she can't leave me in that kind of state because she loves me so much. It's that kind of intimacy that we have, and I think that's what was displayed in like the kiss or the hugs and the touches.
Well, who could ever leave Forrest Whitaker? Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time on this. Butler, terrific performance. And this is Scott Orland. Until next time.